Alright, live. In this video, we talk about one of the cyberstalking tactics gathered on YouTube. So me, I'm a targeted individual targeted with gangstalking. I am a gangstalked targeted video, and I've been talking about that for years here on YouTube, and that's where. So I am a targeted individual, so-called, targeted with gangstalking. And part of the gangstalking is cyberstalking, which means for years I've been dealing with cyberstalking and harassment and bullying online. So if you're taught in video, you get taught in real life and online. Now, I don't really like the distinction. I thought about that. It's like if you go in real life and online, as if online is not in real life. Okay, this is my real life. I'm a YouTuber, and part of my real life is going live and streaming on YouTube. Okay, so your online activities and experience is part of your real life. Okay, so I'm gonna show you and talk about one of these cyberstalking tactics that I've gotten while streaming online. First of all, I'm gonna go to watch this stream, make sure I still have audio. I don't want to waste my time. It's happened a few times I'm live and there's some issue. So I'm gonna play the video here just a minute. Hold on a second, I'm gonna check. I have audio on this stream. Yes, I do. Okay, good. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about a gangstalking tactic I've gotten, being a total individual streaming online. So, part of the gangstalking tactics that I get is harassment, cyberstalking and harassment, going live and having account show up. And a lot of the target attacks are what's called narcissistic dog abuse tactics, where people that are flying monkeys for this gangstalking program get told to do subtle harassment. So it's designed to be subtle. A lot of the gangstalking harassment tactics and targeting tactics are designed to be subtle as possible. And that's really, that applies to the gangstalking program in general. That it's covert targeting. It's designed to be as covert as possible. And if they do something more overt, they will have plausible liability for it. Like some of the overt targeting I got is being harassed out in public by Swedish police, where I go live and I'm an activist. So part of my activism working to defend myself and protect myself and also fight back, resist this tyrannical gangstalking program, is to go live and get the word out. See, the gangstalking program doesn't want the word to get out about gangstalking. They want people to hear about gangstalking from a real TI speaking the truth about it. They have no problem with people hearing about gangstalking from crazy talking fake TIs. And which, here's a bullet point fact, 9 out of 10 total videos active online are fake total videos. And 9 out of 10 fake TIs, crazy talk. What I mean by crazy talk, I've talked about this for years. That's part of activism work to expose this. Because I don't just go, I'm a total video, look it up, people. Look into it, check it out. And they go, target individual, they see Vice's hit piece documentary. And then it's just helping to cover it up, because if people search this, they're gonna see crazy talking fakes. That will make them think, oh, this guy Mike is nuts for sure. I Google search this, everybody I see showing up when I search about gangstalking, talk videos online are crazy talkers. The people that claim to have implants, or that the earth is flat, or that they're stalked by space reptilians, or they're talking with V2K machines or something. So that's the crazy talk tactic, counterintelligence tactic used by the program. So I'm a target of gangstalking, and a lot of the targeting is designed to be covert and subtle, okay, and falls into the category of narcissistic dog abuse tactics, where me as a target video can tell I'm being targeted, and people work to push my buttons. Narcissists work to push your buttons on the sly in front of others, baiting and provoking you to react to their covert aggression with reactive overt aggression. Like they will be subtly bullying you. You get mad about being bullied, and you will be obviously mad and kind of irate, but the provocations were subtle. So people see your reaction to subtle targeting, and your reaction will be obvious. Okay. So that's a big part of the targeting. The program work to covertly, discreetly, subtly target the individual, work to push the buttons provoking the target. And if the target reacts to it in anger at being abused and bullied, it's like, oh, look at this guy. Somebody just came in to share about this and he loses his mind. Now, uh, I've been harassed and bullied online for years. Okay. So you don't have to be crazy to be mad if you've been streaming live on YouTube. And every time you go live on YouTube, there's people showing up attacking in your chat with abuse and bullying and insults. So if you've been harassed for years daily on YouTube, it's not strange that you get incrementally more and more aggravated by it. See? So I'm going to get into a specific target method here today and finishing the point that I started making. I've been harassed by police too when I'm out in public, working to expose gangstalking to the public. So one of the ways I've been resisting this is to work to get the word about gangstalking. I'm a total individual, Mike Side Live, total individual at stream. And I go live if I go down to the supermarket. And I have a link to a website exposing gangstalking. It's kind of obvious where it's like, if I make the case that it like looks like I've been right, that the government, Swedish government, doesn't want the word about gangstalking to get out. Because you would, the reality is congruent with what I've said is true. The government doesn't like me live streaming getting the word out about gangstalking. If that was true, you'd expect to see things like the government acting as if they have a problem with live streaming getting the word about gangstalking. Like Mike Side goes live, Christian told the individual, gangstalked, live stream or something like this. And then in the description, it's like, the government doesn't want the word about gangstalking or told us to get out. But if it does get out, they want to sound crazy and unearthly. And then a link to check out its website where this paragraph of text is copied from. Get it about gangstalking. And I'm just IRL stream walking, like going downtown to supermarket shopping, and I'm on my phone live streaming, and then the cop car shows up. Hey, turn it off. And it's like, it's not legal to film. Yeah, you got a point. We want to talk to you, and they create that stressful situation. And then over and over again. It's happened at least 3 times on YouTube that I'm live streaming, getting the word about gangstalking. And not only am I getting the word about gangstalking when I'm live streaming out in public, because I talk about being targeted. If I'm in the supermarket, there's some people here that are agents for the gangstalking program. And used to have a link in the chat to website exposing this. But I'm also documenting my life experience, which means it makes it harder for the program to target me in the public. Because if they target me, and there's a live stream is being documented, and eventually you can prove a pattern, and it makes it harder for them to harass me. Okay. So I'm going to get into the tactic here. One of these cyberstalking tactics that I've seen used by the program. And it's fake child accounts showing up on my channel. And it's interesting how I'm not that paranoid. I've talked about before on YouTube. Here's the targeting tactic I've noticed the Gangstalked uses on me. They have burner accounts show up in my chat. And I can tell that they work to push my balance. Okay. I can tell it's like most likely it's more of the cyberstalks in here. Okay. It could be some comments like looks like previous target, work to push my balance. Utilizing knowledge or previously expressed pet peeves is one of the narcissist use tactics. Where, for example, it's happened several times. This is how they can provoke me to make me look paranoid and sensitive. This is one of the target tactics. I've talked about things. So it's happened that I've lost my temper at people behaving a certain way in the chat. Okay. And then the program knows, yeah, this happened several times that Mike has gotten irate when somebody does this in the chat. And then let's do more of that on purpose. So be like, what Mike has said before, I don't like when people act like this in my chat. It's like have cyberstalkers show up, get told to do that in the chat. And then other people just see this one time and they haven't seen me say, this is something I really hate happening. They just see me live and somebody doing the thing that I've said before I hate happening. And then if I get irate, like, oh, Mike is paranoid and sensitive. Say, he's paranoid and sensitive. An example would be this. This happened sometimes ago. I've had enough of this. People showing up in my chat, being rude and sloppy and disrespectful. And they're wanting questions. They're asking questions. They show up in my chat, being sloppy and rude. And I'm fed up with people like that on the internet. People showing up being rude and disrespectful in the chat and sloppy and lazy. It's like they want to get an answer from me, but they can't put in the deliberate effort to be precise and clear in the speech. It's like, hi, Mike, how you doing? And they want to get an answer, some interaction. They want to get me to notice them, talk to them, answer their questions. They want to get narcissistic. They want to get something from me, an answer, some attention, some responding to the question, but they can't give me clear of speech. They can't give me capitalization of my name. Right? Hi, Mike. How you doing? See, what did you do today? And it's like, hi, Mike, with a small m. They're not capitalizing a name in the right way, which looks disrespectful. Low level disrespect. You don't judge the person worthy of the energy required to come across as respectful. So you write the name and you write it with a small m. So I've actually said, it's like, I don't like when this happens. People come to my chat, hi Mike, how you doing? And they ask me questions where I capitalize my name and where I put a question mark in the sentence. So it's like confusing, you understand? So it's like they want to get something out of me, but I don't like that. It irks me. That's a pet peeve. I don't like people writing sloppy, disrespectful, rude comments, asking me questions in the chat, but I even putting a question mark at the end of the sentence. And they want me to like kind of decipher the confusing comment. And like if I'm looking, be like, oh, here's a question, because there's no question mark there. But do you understand? So after I've said that, it's like now they double down on it because it's a button to push. It's a pet peeve. It's like Mike is kind of fed up. He said, like, I don't like these people coming act like this. Like, let's do more of that as narcissist abuse tactics. So if I go live today and have the chat open, hi Mark, how you doing? And then people that haven't seen me go, I hate when people do this. They look like, oh, this person even called them Mike is really annoyed about it. The reason is I'm picking up on malicious intent, where they're working to push my buttons on the slide in front of others. They're working utilizing knowledge of previously expressed pet peeves. We know that Mike doesn't like this. It's happened several times. He's gotten really irked at this behavior in the chat. People writing like this, questions without question marks, names without capitalizing them, being sloppy in their speech and imprecise, like unclear, vague. Then he said, I don't like that. And then there's double down on that. Have cyberstalking with burner comes up and said, hi Mike, how you doing? Not hello Mike with a big M. How are you doing? Question mark. But hi Mike, H are you doing? Okay, no question mark. Because I've said before that I hate when people write like that. So it's like push my buttons. I can tell here's another person who most likely is doing this on purpose to rub me the wrong way. And then if I go, you gang stalking piece of crap, most likely you're a cyber stalker. So screw you, buddy. But oh, Mike is a paranoid, sensitive, angry person. See, that's one of the target tactics. A big part of the gang stalking target tactic is going to be discreet, covert, and once again, they're working to target with covert abuse. So if you're reactive anger, aggression at the covert aggression, like they work to target with covert abuse. And if your reaction is overt, like reacting in anger, they use that to paint you as a sensitive, angry person who's paranoid and things like this. So one of the targeting tactics I've gotten, and it happened yesterday, which reminded me, I go back and I look, I know I had like a documentation stream privatized of this before, and it happened again. So I decided to go live and talk about it. 13 minutes into, we get into the main topic of the video, set it back to. So gang stalking fake children accounts showing up in my chat. I've talked about that before in streams. Like here's another cyber stalking tactic I've noticed. I'll be live and then there's one or more accounts showing up in my chat. And a lot of the times it will be like I can tell the behavior matches gang stalking activities before. Pushing my buttons, doing things that I don't like, being sloppy in the speech, just into the it just feels like a gang stalker. And if I look at it, like yeah, the behavior matches what I've seen before in gang stalkers. So it's like I'm live, and there's 1 or even 10 accounts showing up in the chat, writing comments, and some of the comments indicate yeah, I look like gang stalkers, cyber stalkers, what the comments are. And then I go like after the stream is over, it's like you know what? Suddenly there was like 7 accounts showing up in my stream, and most likely those are cyber stalkers. They rub me the wrong way. Let's go like to the chat replay, click go to channel. And it's like the pattern is it's children accounts. It's like people show up in my chat, rub me the wrong way. And then if I after the stream go to channel to look at like the comments channels you can do. If you're a YouTuber, somebody's account, you go click go to channel, you can see when it was made the channel. This account was created October 23, April 5th or something like this. And if they have any videos, okay, playlist, whatever. So go to channel and I see shorts with kids in them, children. It's like it could be kids on a trampoline or like a Roblox videos and a video of like a 12-year-old blowing bubbles or something like this. Okay. So that's a tactic I've noticed. I'm live, cyberstalkers show up, and it's like people are put up to target me. Cyberstalkers, that's the truth. And then there's different tactics. They do this, they do that, they do this. But one of the tactics I've seen them use is showing up with cyberstalking burner accounts, and they have the channel made to look like it's a child's channel, even though or a parent who would have, but it's like it looks like a child's channel. And what is that? The gangstalking porn works at paint targets as a danger to children and the elderly and women to justify the targeting. So it could be cyberstalk shop in my chat irking me, and they hope I'll be like, screw you, piece of crap. And they'd be like, Mike said this to a child when I had no idea it was a child when I said it. It's just an account showing up irking me, and I go, screw you, buddy. And then in hindsight, they can go and be like, look, this account, who's a child, said this to Mike. He said, go screw you, wouldn't say that to my face after this. And then act as if I knew it was a child I was dealing with, even though there was nothing indicated it was a child when I was screaming. Now, here's the thing, they're not real child accounts. They're going to be gang stalkers that have a YouTube channel made to look like they're a child for perception management, to have them harass me suddenly. An adult with an account is made to look like it's a child account. Push my boundaries. If I get mad, make it painted as if Mike is aggressive towards children. Say. Or if they have someone go, you're handsome, my name is Jane. I go, thanks, Jane. Okay. And be like, Mike is flirting with children or something like this. But there's nothing that like indicates to me when I see the comment of child. Here's another thing. Every video upload is set to not for children. Every video I do is set automatically before I go live upload anything, like standard upload defaults, not for children. Which means every video I upload is uploaded to YouTube under the category, this video is not for children. Which means parents, if a real child will end up like a 16-year-old, 14-year-old find my channel, it's their parents' fault. And they are playing the deceptive game because they made a YouTube channel. And if they would make a YouTube channel, a child, put the date there, my videos would show up because every video I upload is set to not for children. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna show you this. This happened yesterday. Same tactic I've seen before. I'm gonna screen share here. Share screen. And remember, these are not children. These are adults having made an account that's designed to look like it's a child. Okay, here we go. Documenting weird accounts that showed up in my chat. This is a live stream.
They will send this more.
This is a live stream, streamed live 1 year ago, and it's private, so I just saved this for documentation purposes. We're not going to watch the whole 40-minute video. I'm going to get the key parts.
All right, so in this video, I'll be documenting some weird accounts that showed up in my recent stream.
And notice it's interesting. I'm the type of person that's crazy, but I can actually predict reality. Say, I get harassed. This is weird behavior that happens on the internet. People show up in my chat, weird accounts, and the pattern is they made the account look like it's a child's account. Okay, and it happened again yesterday.
There I did when I was getting the word about gangstalking.
I was getting word about gangstalking, and
I had
a lot of times the worst harassment I get is if I make a stream and forget to turn off the chat or have it open. And I start working to speak the truth about gangstalking. They work to send people into the chat to do perception management and to irk me. And these two categories kind of a Venn diagram intersect, because if they can trigger me, piss me off, get me irate, you appear more unhinged. So if you talk about something initially, your call. Today I'm going to talk about Gangstalked videos. Here's what it is. It's similar to Doucette. They target this and that way, say, versus if I get triggered by things in the chat, like you look crazier if you're like irate and come off the handle. So perception management can be as simple as just working to irk you and piss you off, subtly, preferably. But it can also be cyberstalkers come up in the chat. I told my hand to like, this guy's smoking meth every day. This guy's a paranoid schizo. You need medication, to kind of flavor people's opinion of me by having people in the chat give a paid fake opinion about me. This guy sounds crazy to me. And just to try to flavor people's perception. Or somebody said fake opinion. This guy sounds like an idiot to me. And they're hoping you'll be like, oh, they're more likely to look at the person like an idiot because you had 3 people say that they sound crazy or dumb to you. And the reason they're fake, that's a paid fake opinion. Okay.
Mob. The chat was flooded. Fake children account. Go mob him. Okay, that is like it's weird. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So here I was like, persecuted Christians are sharing general truths and solutions to target tactics. Okay. And when I made this documentation video, it was 15 hours after I did the stream. And I guess after the stream, I went like go to channel to look at what's in the comments because I could tell like this looks like gangstalking. Where I'm live, work to get the word about gangstalking, and suddenly it's like a mob of it. A bunch of people showing up in the chat irking me. So it's like looks like cyberstalking working to harass me. People writing comments, what's your name? But a question mark. Now, we wonderful, that's my wife.
I will start from the bottom. And none of these people are people I've seen before. And it's
now I was live talking about gangstalking, and if all this accounts show up, right, being weird. A lot of them like obviously I'm pooping any question. Also like, and also using that attack with things that you know I don't like. It's like I don't like people writing my name without capitalizing my name. I don't like people writing questions in the chat without putting a question mark at the end of the sentence. And I don't like people writing sloppy, disrespectful comments. Okay, so it's like that's the type of stuff that some of these people are doing. So it's like a mob. It's like 7+ accounts right suddenly when I'm live streaming my back gangstalking. There's like 0 viewers, and then suddenly it's like 7 people in the chat at the same time, pretty much start writing comments. And the pattern is, if I go to the channel, they have videos that looks like it's a child in the video, like a 12-year-old in a trampoline or something like this. See. So now this documentation will start showing the accounts that showed up in my chat as part of like a group of accounts. And it's the pattern is like a newly made channel more or less with just a few uploads.
it's all weird. Like people playing video games. And it's people that look like children.
Yeah, see, and then here's another account where it's if you go to the channel and zoom in. Now notice how small my profile picture is here. It's like I wouldn't be able to see most likely if it's a child or an adult in the thumbnail because look at how small like the profile picture is for me. It's smaller than my pinky nail, the thumbnail of like people in the comments. So at best I can see if there's a human in this profile picture or not when I'm looking at the chat. Or if it's if they have a profile picture or not, like a custom one. So here the pattern is, I go to the channel, the person showed up in my chat, and it looks like somebody made a channel to make it look like it's a child.
Okay, like underage. I guess this counts. Which I talked about before.
Now going through and another thing is I talked about how to use the skull symbol to harass me as a narcissist obviously use visual harassment thing. Where flying monkeys get told to put on a t-shirt with a skull on it, or some gangstalking YouTuber will get told to use the skull as a thumbnail for the next video if I subscribe to them. So that's one of the tags I talked about. Like for a while they were using it as a sensation theme. Those can be subtle. If you're being harassed and like people up in the chat attacking you, and you notice that a lot of times they write skulls in the chat, or if you go to the channel they have a video with a pipe flag on the skull on it, or the profile picture with skulls here. So it's like it's a theme where a lot of times the flying monkeys will get told to have these symbols associated to them. either like or the content or in the comments or the profile pictures of like this. And no, I'm not paranoid. Interesting how when I'm making this video, somebody shows up. And they notice how they subscribe to for 20 minutes at least to leave that comment. And once again, it's predatory abuse behavior in the chat. But I'm an angry person because I can't go live. Within 10 minutes we go live, they have people that sleep there, they subscribe to my channel just to be able to show up harassing in the chat. See, within 30 minutes we go live, they have somebody just happens to show up here. They've been subscribed to me and they start harassing me in the chat. But I'm an angry person and paranoid, see, because I'm saying I'm being targeted. Okay, see, I'm paranoid and crazy and an angry person because I say I get targeted. See. Let's go to this person's channel. Oh, it's a blank channel. Anyway, back to the topic.
Or is a symbol that Paula uses to harass me. And the is gaming account.
Here's another account that was right in the chat. Another super small account with just a few videos uploaded. What are videos?
Sonic.
They have a skull there.
Okay, this is weird. All look the same, pretty much the channel. Like this.
And then here's another one that counts, and it's like weird. Here's another one, all the accounts that showed up.
It's like bizarre, weird.
And some of them will have like subtle abuse and like like veiled stuff. Sometimes the content itself looks like it's a gangstalker, that the content has tapped into themes in your harassment, like things that Paul has done to you before. Maybe they said like, we're gonna drench cotton balls in poison and throw them into your apartment, something like this. Do you understand? So it can be, this how subtle it can be. If the program one time have a person up in the chat, they said, Mike, we've been inside your apartment, your security system we've hacked and stuff like this. We've been putting cotton balls drenched in chlorine under your bed or something like this. See? And then like the next day I go live and I go to channel and show up in my chat and they have a video with cotton balls. Do you understand? They can be like reminding me, oh yeah, this is a gang stalker, and they remind me of this like threat that I have or will use cotton drenched in poison to target me or something. So this is how subtle it can be. Now let's not like explain it to people. It just looks like I'm sensitive, like, oh, look at this person, they mess with me, this weird video or something like that. So anyway, let's get back to this.
Like this. Sorry, I'm super shy about to upload video. SAHA account has one video uploaded today.
And notice how the pattern is like sock puppet burner accounts that have one video that's like a strange video uploaded. And some of the videos will be some of the accounts that showed up in a top video chat as part of a mob, a group of people that suddenly show up. It will be children in the videos, or the activities will be like, it will look like it's a child.
That I talked about before.
So this is a subtle threat that Mike, you're a pedophile and we're gonna shoot you, something like this. That's what I'm saying it is. And I'm bold, I'm not worried about you thinking I'm crazy. It's like this is a subtle threat. They had in the supermarket a perp mother would bring her child in on a targeting, and they had a skit, street theater skit, timed around walking, and they had like the kid with a water gun in the supermarket, act like they're pulling around things like this. Okay, and it's supposed to be like a veiled threat. It's like, Mike, you're a pedophile, we're gonna have you shot or something like this. And I'm not a pedophile. Okay, and also I talked about how I wouldn't be surprised if they use like water guns to spray chemicals up on my balcony or something. If I have a window open, sometimes I can smell perfume coming through the window, or like a chemical smell after I open the window right here. And I would be surprised if how they're doing it is either like they have somebody with a water gun spraying chemical something on back or something like this. Because like, do you understand? It's like it's supposed to trigger me and be something that I've been concerned about before. Or I've talked about how the program has sprayed chemicals on me. And it can be very subtle, but it's some kind of mind game for sure.
It's something that the program used this symbol to harass
And I've
me.
talked about the skull being used to harass me. So one of the accounts had a skull. Who is this happening to? At first they said, I'm harassed by gangstalkers. Okay, cyberstalking. And here is a theme in my harassment. The skull visual being used. And one of the accounts had the skull emoji in their channel name. Okay. And then another one of the accounts show up on a person's channel said they get harassed by cyberstalkers. They use the skull to harass them as a visual. Okay. That's what is happening to the context. So a mob of people show up in the chat being weird. And I've said before the stream that I get harassed with the skull as a visual. Okay. And you go to these accounts, they have videos with the skull in it. Or even part of there's two different accounts. One account has the skull part of the handle. Like the emoji is part of the channel name. And then another one, the account that showed up in Tonville chat, they have a video with the skull on it and a gun of some sort. Like see? So this is the type of stuff that they would. So this is why people that lack discernment judge me as crazy, because if I go live tomorrow and then somebody shows up writing 3 skull emojis in the chat when I'm training and writing, "Hi Mike, how are you doing?" with no question mark. And but he's a cyberstalker free blocked. Okay, but Mike's paranoid. He thinks, and just a guy shows up said hello in the chat, and he just thinks they're gangstalker tournament. See? Because you haven't seen this stream before that. Just people who show up tomorrow see stream, see me reacting to subtle abuse, and you go, Mike's paranoid crazy. He's the problem. See? He's paranoid and angry. He's the problem. He's paranoid and an angry person. Okay? Because the issue is they don't want people to believe the truth that I'm speaking.
And it's them shooting something. I don't know if this is some kind of a reference to the dark and hit me with, based on some lie that I'm something bad. Anyway.
Here's another one that counts that showed up in my chat. And I'm going through here in this stream. I was documenting like this accounts that show up in my chat. And I'm going through like this from my chat replay, go to this account, go to the channel, and like here, it's made to look like it's a child who's got a YouTube channel. But there's nothing, the profile picture name indicates it's a child channel.
And see here, the name is RAP, rape. Okay.
Very weird.
Okay, David, make in this account.
Here's another one of the accounts that show up in my chat. Go to channel. And it's made, notice here's another one. See, so this is what the 4th account that's made to look like it's a child. Stop cease investigations. No. No matter what you do, I'm not going to cease investigations. I'm going to keep documenting.
See.
It's another account. Now remember, when I go live, what I'm saying is these are accounts, cyberstalkers, gangstalkers, that have accounts that are made to look like it's a child. If you go to the channel, okay? So it's like they show up in my chat at on video, writing comments, working to trigger me and things like this, flood the chat, distract me. What are they doing? And if I go to the channel, they have videos of kids or kids games or something like this.
Weird.
The Scarlet this week, you go to the channels. This is one of like 10 accounts up in my chat. I won't be surprised if how to get this harassment to happen is the gangstalking program. They will have like one person like Brandon or something like this. He's a gangstalker, fake T or something like this. Go to Discord group to predator hunters. Be like, hey, this guy, Mike Size Live, he's a predator. He's trying to hook up with kids. Let's go to his channel. And they can like get involved people as flying monkeys, another word that the reason that this is a total we're talking about gangstalking. And this is smear campaign that this person is bad. And I've thought about that before. It's not that every person participating in Gangstalk is in the know that we're doing this to a target video to make the feed targeted. It could be one person as an agent recruiting other people unwittingly to be like a smear campaign, be like, hey, gay people, gay pride support group, this guy hates gay people, he's been saying he wants to kill gays, let's go harass him in his live right now. See, and it's not the truth that I said I want to kill gays, but it's just to get people in a gay Discord support group to come harass me in my chat. They're one person that knows, but it's like a recruiter for the Gangstalking program. It's like knows that this guy's a ton of video work to harass and recruit flying monkeys and things like this, and like try to get other people in on it. But hey, this guy Mike, he hates gay people, want them to die. He said he's live right now. Let's go harass him or something like this. And it could be like one person was working for the program, I guess like 12 people that are not, to still harass a total individual. So this can actually be how it works. And it can be possible now, but it's like internet trolling. Well, there's some that happens on the internet. People accuse other people being pens and things like this. And remember, every time I go live on YouTube, I have pre-selected upload defaults. Every video live stream, if I go live, upload something, it's set to not for children every time, see? Which means this, if somebody's a child, they shouldn't be able to access my channel. It should show up in the feed. And it's like the context too, it's like I'm shadow banned because I talked about that for a long time. I will go live like this and have like 0 to 1 viewers. It'd be like live for 3 hours, it's 0 views on the channel, more than 1K subs, by the way. And I'm live, okay? And it's like most of the time 0 viewers. And it's now they goes up to 1 and then down to 0 again for this. And then suddenly it's like 7 accounts showing up in the chat, writing comments. And it's like obviously the algorithm is not making this live stream show up in people's feed. So it's like begs the question, it's like these are people that are like sent there looking for the stream. They're coming from a link, see, to my channel. Okay.
Which you have to.
Oh, here's another one of the accounts that's up in my chat.
Oh, another child thing.
Yeah, another child account. It's like 0 viewers. Suddenly there's like 12 people out in the chat. And a lot of comments look like this looks like cyberstalking to me. Just everything, the situation. And I go to the channel. I go check out the channel. And a lot of times, if I do that, like these people attacking me in the chat, it's like, yeah, this looks like Gangstalking to me. And if I go to the channel, like it was made like 3 days ago. So this happens, so that it looks like somebody made a channel just to be able to show up harassment in the chat, like a burn account.
Another account with children in the video. Profile picture. Do you notice how the
yeah.
They did Gangstalking?
Yeah, here's the chat. And what I was doing is watching the chat replay and then going to channel of the comments. I go to channel.
So they go there. I'm overwhelmed by purpose. So that's, but people in denial.
And so I've said before, I get harassed by accounts showing up that are made to look like it's a child running the account. Okay, before. And notice how that plays into why do they do that? Because they're working to push my buttons and provoke me. They know I don't like questions, run a question mark. And here's another tactic used. So it's like they're working to basically be like, here's on the cyberstalk. They go like, screw you, piece of crap, would have said that, rumor stuff like this. And then, like, if you go check out the channel, they have a video of a child, so they can present it to the Gangstalking program. Like, Mike is dangerous to chill, he's aggressive. See, he's aggressive to children. Write the content like Mike sets every video to not for children. And like anytime a child shows up in his chat, it tells me, "I'm probably you block, okay? You're not welcome. This is not for adults. This channel is for adults, okay?" See, but there is like perception management. So yesterday I was live exercising here, and a cyberstalker, like a sock puppet burner account, shows up in my chat here. And this account shows up. Writing a question without a question mark when I'm training. Writing a question without a question mark, which I've said before that I don't like when people do that. So that's a button to push. They're asking a question without a question mark. Can you show me some street self-defense? They write without a question mark. 3 punch combinations, which is what I was doing before. And then if I go to the channel, so I'm saying this is one of these Gangstalkers, cyberstalkers, and it can be so subtle that they know that I will notice that this person is a cyberstalker. And notice if I go to the channel, it's a burner account made recently, January 30, 2024, with children in the videos, see, YouTube shorts in the videos, a video uploaded of children. With children, see? See? And it's supposed to, like, if I check it out, it feel messed with too. And I'm saying that these are not children harassing me, these are adults, cyberstalkers. They have a job to upload stuff to make it look like it's a child's account, something like this. So yeah, these are Gangstalkers, cyberstalkers. Here's another thing they don't like about me. I'm an alpha male, a leader, not a follower. So what they don't like about me is they're worried that people will be able to see that, like, this guy Mike is strong and a leader, not a simp. He stands up for himself. He's doing what he wants to do. And unlike like a lot of people, he's not like vulnerable to bullying, into like peer pressure. He doesn't submit and be like, let people tell him what to do and things like this. So I've actually caught him doing this in other tactics. It's so weird, okay? Perception management once again. Because you know this, like, I'm a person, someone shows up in my chat, do this. I don't take comment to it. Which, like, people see the reality that I'm an alpha male with high testosterone that don't like people acting dominant in my chat, okay? Which is my territory, okay? So it's like, naturally, that's who I am. And people show up, give me 10 push-ups. And I go, like, you don't get to tell me what to do. This happens all the time. Like, how do I respond to people in my chat showing up? Mike, do 3 push-ups. I go, you don't get to tell me what to do. It doesn't sit by with me. It gets me annoyed. And like, you're not my dad. I'm not in the army. You're the drill sergeant. You're not my boss at work. So you don't get to talk to me like this. You're out of order by coming into my chat. And when I'm training, go like, do this, give us this, sing for us or something like this. Like, you give me orders. And that's it, right? Because I don't have low T and I'm a strong man and mentally strong, which means it doesn't sit right with me, toxic behavior. It's like, whoa, we're worried about people being able to kind of, that's another quality like this, like, he's hard to control and doesn't let people boss him around. So people will see a strong alpha male if Mike is himself on the internet. So since we can't get Mike to take orders, never works, somebody comes in, do this, and I do it. And attack, I've noticed, it's so weird that they will guess what I'm going to do and then write in the chat to make it look like I'm a simp for what people tell me to do. I've seen that several times. Be like, maybe it's 33% of all my upper body training streams that I finish after doing bicep curls. I do this or this exercise to exercise the neck. See? So a lot of times I start with the bicep curls, and then sometimes after the bicep curls, I go and do this, okay? Or the neck exercises, see? So to make it look like Mike is a simp that's taking orders, we're guessing the Gangstalking program because we studied his patterns. It's like 25% of the time, if he does an upper body workout, he does either this or this, let's say. So he's not unlikely to end up doing that towards the end of the stream. Right now he's doing bicep curls. Let's have a start talk, right? Do neck exercises because they're guessing that I might end up doing that. So if I end up doing that, make it look like I'm submitting and being a simp, like somebody like taking orders, people tell me what to do in the chat, and make it look like I'm a guy who's like, somebody told Mike to do this in the chat and end up doing it because they're guessing what I'm gonna do. It'd be like if somebody came into this chat now and be like, Mike, make a grand post wake up dose of supplements video tomorrow, because they're guessing there's like 50% of the days, okay, certain months, after waking up, I make a grand post wake up dose of supplements stream or short upload, like a vlog. It's like today's post wake up dose supplements. But it's like they're guessing. They know I'm not going to do it if they tell me to. So they're guessing I'm going to end up doing that, as I do a lot of times. So let's have somebody tell him to do that to make it look like he's a bitch who submits to people and is a simp. See, that's the level where it's like they can't control me, so they have to make it look like they can. I'm strong, they have to make me look weak. I'm not dumb, I'm smart. So they have to work to make it look as if I'm dumb. See, like this is like the perception management. So yeah, that's another documentation stream. I'm Gangstalk. I'm a total weirdo. Gangstalk is real, and I don't care what people say. That's the truth. Gangstalk is real. I'm not gonna stop talking about it. Here's another thing. Greg Doucette is a deep state Illuminati shill. He started talking with narcissistic always abuse tactics, research, and I don't care. I'm gonna stay bold, understand? I'm not gonna have this. It's like I've been like this the whole time. I'm not gonna stop, understand? I'm not gonna be like, well, that's like especially hard for people to believe. If I talk about the pottery gang stalking I get, and if you trace back to gang stalking, like who's responsible for gang stalking happening to me? The deep state Illuminati control this world from behind the scenes, America and Sweden. So part of the gang stalking is I get sometimes influencer targeting. I subscribe to YouTube church. Doesn't have to be big. Okay. It could be like a church with 12,000 subscribers, something like this. And they stream sermons. And I go, oh, subscribe to these people, maybe tune into one of the live streams. Okay. Not to learn really as much as it's like part of what I like to do, No Man is an Island, is the stimuli, meaning I look around, it's like this person does something wrong, I make a video reproving it. Okay. It's like here's a person, here's a heretic, like who do they recommend? Oh, they recommended this channel, go there, look at them, what are they? Oh, they're a heretic. They teach salvation by faith or prayer. Let's make a video. And not yet another sin is prayer heretic. Here's another person, another ministry that tells you to say a prayer to get saved, which is false. See? So anyways, the point. I get influencer targeting. It happens quite often that I subscribe to a channel, an influencer, a sports athlete, or something like this. And they will get told to do some little subtle targeting to me. Like this in their story or a post. And it sounds like crazy to you. That's the thing. They want to describe me as a paranoid narcissistic, a narcissist with a magnified sense of self-worth and a grandiose self-image of this. Because why would you be so important that people would do this? Well, it's happening, okay? So here's the point. It is like, whoa, you think that Snoop Dogg will upload an Instagram story just to mess with you? No, it's not impossible. There's a theme in, let's say there's 100,000 ton videos globally right now, targeted. And this celebrity gets told to post something that's marketing a product, but also at the same time, people are told videos to feel targeted because every target has had the skull as part of their harassment theme the last month or for this. It can be like that, but they're not sacrificing the main objective, like selling a product or promoting a show. But it's like they're also having like a little subtle thing in there, the targeted individuals who feel targeted by if they check out this celebrities IG or something like this. I'm not joking. It's like definitely I've been targeted by celebrities and influencers. And Mike Israel is one of these people. And Greg Doucette. You have to understand that most YouTubers, major ones, are deep state shills. Hence the term shillfluencer, a compound word combine the word shill with influencer. Most influencers are shills, okay? Shillfluencers. And Greg Doucette is one of them. I can tell he's playing games, okay? When he's making videos, he's not sacrificing an objective, make money, sell testosterone. But he's also working a lot of themes to kind of make people think that people that talk videos are paranoid or something like this. But that it could be something like that. Now, anyway, that's the point. Here's another thing. Greg Doucette, don't fall for a scam supplement for testosterone. I'm not saying it's pointless. I've been kind to him before. He said, yeah, it might be good. I won't be surprised. I think I might have said, yeah, I'm sure it has some benefit or something like this. But here's what I'm saying. First order of business. If you look into raise your testosterone, and also I'm more valuable to people who agree set this. Because I can teach men why the average man has low T, which is why a lot of people get on testosterone, because they're not happy with the growth from exercising. I've taught on testosterone for a long time and health fitness. So it's like the reason why a lot of guys have a hard time to get in shape is because they have low T. I have taught why men have low T and how to naturally raise the testosterone. And part of what I've been teaching is proper supplementation. Very good health fitness coaching, and I don't have something to sell, say. So I've been doing a better job teaching health fitness than Mike Israel or Greg Doucette without making money. And they're worthless, they're less worth valuable to people looking to be strong, fit, and healthy than me for free when they've been charging money and selling us. Every video is an ad for the supplement they're selling, Greg Doucette. Okay. So once again, notice how it's bad health fitness advice that he's giving you, Greg Doucette. Because I buy this turkesterone supplement, and I believe that it's going to raise your testosterone more naturally by taking 6 grams of vitamin C per day. Even Tom Levy has a video on his Instagram for a slide from his presentation about vitamin C normalizing hormones. See, where if you have low T and you don't have a lot of vitamin C, you're like deficient, and you start taking vitamin C, you can have a natural increase in testosterone. And I believe that most men have lower T than they should have, and most men are vitamin C deficient. And there's a deep state agenda to make people think that they need less of this and that supplement than they do. Like you need less than a gram of vitamin C per day. You need less than 500 milligrams of magnesium per day. You need less than 10 milligrams of zinc per day. Just eat a very diet and you get all the zinc and magnesium, vitamin C you need. That's a deep state agenda that people think that. So I believe you're more, it's like Greg Doucette has a supplement, turkesterone. It's for natural for raising your testosterone claims. No, you have more of a natural testosterone decrease. People taking my advice. And I'm not selling any of the supplements I recommend. I'm just teaching health fitness coaching. Magnesium, people should be taking that, this and that if you care about health. See, I don't sell magnesium. I don't sell vitamin C. I even promote brands I had no affiliation to because it's what I use and I trust it. Okay. It's like this is the only liposomal that I take. And I look at other ones and I'm not trusting them to be like quality liposomal supplements. Here's the one I pay for out of my pocket to buy a month. And I'm letting people know I recommend this. See? Without them paying me. Okay. Now, maybe if I was sending an email to some of the companies I've been talking about the products, and be like, hey, I'm Mike SAHA. This is my YouTube channel. I've been recommending top for your supplement store. Can you give me like a coupon packet for 25% off my next order or something like this? I decided to try. I just didn't. Okay. So here's the point. Okay. So here's the point. Greg Doucette recommends turkesterone. Don't waste your money, okay? Don't waste your money, okay? And I'm not just saying this to attack your supplement because I'm pissed at it. That's my quality advice. That's my true opinion, okay? Quality opinion. Before you buy turkesterone, things I would consider at best optimization, where it's like Q10, for example. It's like, yeah, that's a supplement that I might recommend, okay, as optimization. But like first, get on this basic supplement list. And if you got on that supplement list and you have the money to spare and the will to see more improvement, here are some additional supplements that are also good to add to supplement arsenal. Get on like the 6 supplement list first, I recommend. Now, once you got on that supplement list, and been on it, it's like I want more supplements. I can feel this help with these supplements. There's other supplements I recommend on top of that, like Q10, vitamin E, and there's some other supplements that are not on the basic list. So you have more of a natural testosterone increase from taking 6 grams of vitamin C per day, as I'm recommending. 2 grams in the morning, 2 grams in the middle of the day, and 2 grams at the end of the day, than by taking turkesterone. I'm certain. One of the ways that antioxidants can raise your testosterone levels naturally is because there's chemical tox exposures inducing oxidative stress and inflammation. And one part of your health, basically, hide in home cleaning chemicals. Some of these contain ingredients that are poison you. And one of the effects of being poisoned as a man is your hormonal health, which is part of your health, suffering, and you're having lower testosterone than you should. If you have too much stress, high cortisol, that can raise estrogen, lower testosterone. Just high cortisol, testosterone goes down. Which means take ashwagandha can raise your testosterone because ashwagandha is an adaptogen that lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. So ashwagandha can raise your testosterone levels by making you have less cortisol And if you have high cortisol, testosterone goes down, see? So since ashwagandha is a calming side, it's not this ingredient in there that if you search like ashwagandha in the lab, it's like, oh, it has testosterone in it. No. It protects you from things that lower your testosterone, cortisol. So ashwagandha is an adaptogen that lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, which means if you take ashwagandha, you might feel like you're less stressed. Okay. And if you have less cortisol, now if by lowering your cortisol, okay, L-theanine ashwagandha. So it's like you have less high cortisol, and if you have really high cortisol, a lot of time your testosterone starts declining. So if you take supplements that keep from having that can help to lower cortisol, you can have an effect that your testosterone level starts going up because you have less high cortisol that's lowering the testosterone time. Now, a way that vitamin C and other antioxidants can raise your testosterone and protect you from a decline. If you have that keep you from having your testosterone levels going down, and if it's low, to make it go up naturally. It's because the reason I have low T is by being poisoned with sugar, hydrogen home cleaning chemicals, the wrong type of exposure. And some people argue that any exposure to these hydrogen home cleaning chemicals a lot of people use is the wrong type, wrong kind of exposure. So that's the point. Toxins lower your testosterone, can lower your testosterone as a man. So antioxidants make you less vulnerable to toxins. If you're deficient in vitamin C, I'd recommend people stop using the shampoo shower they use right now that has fragrance, dye, perfume, all the stuff in it, and switch natural apple soap. Okay. And I've been saying take vitamin C. Start supplementing vitamin C. That's part of my health fitness coaching. Now, if people would start taking the vitamin C and keep using the toxic chemical hydrogen cleaning products, it will hurt the health less, the same exposure. Because toxins hurt you more if you're deficient in antitoxins, antioxidants. Meaning, if you have a vitamin C deficiency and you don't have a lot of antioxidants in your body, and you have pro-oxidant, oxidative stress-inducing toxin exposures, this is not just the dose. It's like this dose of a toxin hurts you this much if you're vitamin C deficient, and it hurts you this much if you're not vitamin C deficient. See, so basically, toxins are inflammatory. They cause oxidative stress, inflammation. Vitamin C is an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, that counteracts oxidative stress. So it's not just the dose of the toxin; it's how much of an antitoxin they have in circulation at the introduction event. Like when a toxin enters into your body, what is the antioxidant potential capacity? Like how much antioxidant power do you have in your body ready to counteract oxidative stress if something that causes inflammation, oxidative stress goes into your body? So you're better off spending your money on the supplements that I recommend. And I have more credibility because I don't sell Mike's magnesium, Mike's vitamin C. See? I'm just, because I'm looking to be called a health fitness coach, is teaching people here's how to be healthier. And part of how to be healthier is to ensure that you're on an adequate supplementation protocol. So here's the list of supplements that I recommend people to take. Here's my 3-part protocol. Once again, it will raise men's testosterone if it's low, I believe. 1, quit the sugar. 2, detox your life. 3, get on the supplement list. Sugar, I saw on Facebook recently. People watch my channel know that for years we've talked about sugar makes mental health problems worse. And it's a toxin and a drug. And now it's showed up. Recent study on Facebook today. Recent study, one of these big health fitness groups. They shows up in your feed because like 120,000 people hit the like on it. Okay. And comment. Recent study shows sugar makes depression worse or something like this. I'm like, oh, I know that I've said it on my YouTube channel 4 years ago. I like sugar. And like, I didn't invent that. I know that like Abraham Hawthorne, like in the 70s or whatever it was like, hey, to people that have mental health problems, he'll be like, quit the sugar and stop the junk food. Okay. So this is not like some people knew. But some people act like it's just I guess to like save face of the influencers that haven't been late to the bandwagon. Like, yeah, there's a recent study saying that taking more than 10 grams of creatine per day can have this effect. Rona Patrick. Meanwhile, I've been taking like 20 plus grams of creatine daily and making my streams, both to show myself taking more than 10 grams per day and recommending people to start taking amino acids. And not as much as I do necessarily, but I've been, as I research on Patrick research study shows, if you take more than 10 grams of creatine, you can have this effect. Yeah, I've been taking 20 plus grams of creatine per day for years and talk about that I do. Okay. Now, talk to doctor for making this. Quick YouTube disclaimer. Talk to doctor for making any changes to diet, lifestyle, supplementation. Not to say this lifestyle is intended to take as medical advice information. It's purely for personal belief and opinion. It's purely to take as personal belief and opinion. Talk to doctor for starting to stop taking the supplement and the medication. And I don't say that because I'm worried about, I know that my health advice is good. It's to make it harder for YouTube to remove my video for some medical misinformation for this, because I have a disclaimer and make it clear that I'm not a doctor. It's just what I think about things. And run what I'm saying with a doctor. Before you get on my supplement protocol, just talk to the doctor first. That's just a disclaimer. So here's the point. Get on my supplement protocol. Magnesium, vitamin C, niacin, D3 and K2, a good B complex supplement, and omega-3 fish oil. So vitamin C, get a pen and paper and write this down. You can replay the video. Here's the supplement protocol list that I recommend. Vitamin C, niacin, magnesium, vitamin D3 and K2, a B complex, that's 5, and ultimately high dose omega-3 fish oil, like strength, high strength, okay, omega-3 fish oil. Those are 6 supplements. And I can teach you that more. Now, anyway, here's the point. I'm not targeted the video. I'm not targeted by the deep state, and I'm a dangerous man to them because I know the truth. They want the masses to be easy to control. They want the masses to be easy to control. And I've talked about this. One of the ways they work to make the masses easy to control is to lower men's testosterone. They got men to have low IQs, low testosterone. So how the deep state have gotten the masses to be easier to control is by lowering their IQs and the testosterone levels. Because if you're a man that is sharp enough to be able to detect tyranny and have high testosterone, you just won't sit right between people abusing and bullying you, like the founding fathers through British. You're not going to take kindly to it. If you can see how the deeps are working to poison children by deceiving parents into washing children's clothes with softener and feed them a high sugar diet. And you know that I'm gonna make videos. Hey, you stop poisoning your children and the parents. Okay, don't expose them to this toxin. Don't feed them a high sugar diet. Okay. So, they want it to be easy to control. So I might need the matrix because I can see the truth or the guy daily mood. I know the truth. I can see the truth. And that makes me dangerous too. I've also called up Mike Israel for a long time message him. And it's like he's one of the copycat. It's like Mike is a masculine man with naturally high testosterone. He's also like an academic genius. He's very knowledgeable and he has a high IQ. We need to have a system shield be out here. He's got a high IQ and he's super big because he's injecting human growth hormone and testosterone himself. I'm not joking. I call him out as like a counterfeit shield. Like Andrew Tate. We have Mike Side the real. They teaching people how to break free from the matrix. We need a counterfeit fake shield. So guys, like a manly man who's telling people he's need the matrix and telling people he can see. Okay, that's part of how they work to counteract you. So I'm not gonna stop and notice how exactly like after I was talking about how this is the way I get targeted online. Somebody has been subscribed to me for just 20 minutes here or more. Comes and writes my name with small letters, which I said before it showed up that they do that on purpose to mess with me. And it is like obviously Gangstalker. So I gotta finish up. And I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing. And I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna stay bold. I'm not gonna like let myself become like a person who's like, oh, but yeah, they make me sound crazy. It's like I'm not gonna stop being who I am. Yeah, so don't waste your money on Gregory says testosterone supplement. You're better off spending money on vitamin C and the supplements on my supplement list protocol. If you have low vitamin D, you can have low testosterone. If you have low zinc, zinc is involved in testosterone synthesis. So the reason a lot of men have low testosterone is because they have vitamin deficiencies and toxin exposure at the same time. So they have exposure to toxins that lower your testosterone. And they're deficient in vitamins you need to not be deficient in to have optimal levels of testosterone. See? So zinc is involved in synthesis, testosterone synthesis. So if you're deficient in zinc, you can have low T because your body doesn't have enough zinc to produce testosterone. And it's not a scam where some people can tell you that's common. It's like, here's how much you need, and it's a lot lower than what you actually need. See? It's like, oh yeah, you just need 5 milligrams of zinc per day, never more so for this. Where I take 30, at bare minimum 30 milligrams of zinc per day. Because in my B complex supplement, each tablet has 10 milligrams of zinc in it, and I take 3 B complex tablets per day. So that's 30 milligrams of zinc from the B complex alone. See? And I'm not saying that's optimal. I'm saying that's my bare minimum. So vitamin C is involved in collagen synthesis, which means before buying collagen, if you are halfway there, like here, that collagen can help you have better skin. If you're deficient in vitamin C, you have low quality skin because your body needs vitamin C to produce collagen, which is used to make good skin. So people take my advice. You can expect to look better, feel better, perform better mentally and physically. And men, they show up on my channel, take my coaching. I don't have to talk to them in the chat, just watch the videos. I believe that we'll have a lot of people respond about it. People get on my supplement list. You can expect to have testosterone levels going up. I'm not joking. I believe the 3-part protocol will stop raising testosterone. Detox your life, quit the sugar, get on the supplement list. There you go. Detox your life means replacing all these toxic chemical hydrogen cleaning parts as possible with more natural alternatives, such as natural episode for shower, washing hands and stuff. 2, quit the sugar. So 1, quit the sugar. 2, detox your life. 3, get on this list of supplements. Women who take the advice will be more beautiful, look and feel better. Men too. Men will have the testosterone energy levels go up. So you'll notice you feel more energy. So I believe that if 1,000 people took the advice, the 3-part protocol, got on it, followed my advice, and did what I said to do, 1,000 people, I believe at least 100 of them would within 30 days to get on the protocol report as like they feel better, they feel they have more energy, they notice they look better when they look at themselves in the mirror, noticeable improvement. So I gotta finish up. This is gonna be the video. Greg said it's a deep state shell. He's one of these deep state shells that I noticed he started talking to me. And I can tell that he's a deep state shell otherwise. And beware of that. Remember that. The bigger voices in the health fitness industry, they're gonna be deep state shells. They control the deep state control our influencers and businesses and this. So I'm gonna finish up.